If Mr. Beast built a death pyramid and synced it to the stars, it still wouldn't be as wild as this place. No tools, no mercy, and a sport where winning means death. Welcome to Chichen Itza, the most hardcore wonder of the world. On the tour bus, going to Chichen Itza. I booked my tour through my hostel, Valo de Lid 48, which included a guide and transportation for 400 pesos.
I'm curious about the history.
And these guys were worth every penny. We went early to avoid as much heat as possible, which was still a thing anyway, so bring water. Before we go on, let's introduce the new updated chip.
Hola, I'm Chip 2.0. Smarter, sassier, and 40% more judgmental.
Well, my selfie stick was too close to a tripod, so I had to go take that back. I bought my ticket for cameras. Now I have to buy a ticket for each camera.
Classic Mayan tradition. Another 600 peso to enter, and 100 peso per camera.
There's a ton of vendors everywhere here selling a lot of souvenirs. Some of it's kind of cool, unless you have no luggage space.
If you don't hear, amigo, just 200 pesos, at least 12 times. Are you even in Mexico?
This is the first painting made by Mr. Catherwood and Yolanda Stevens around 1842.
Really hot out. Really hot. Wow.
You know it's serious when Joel runs out of adjectives and just starts sweating profusely.
And here we are.
Welcome to Chichén Itzá.
One of the new wonders of the world. That giant pyramid is El Castillo, Temple of Kukulkan. It's pretty big. It's awesome. It's beautiful.
Chichen Itza was founded 345 after Christ.
And it took around 250 years to build. The pyramid was based off a calendar. You can add up all the sides, all the angles, and you get 365 days, which is what we have in a year. Now it's also the third pyramid. There's two underneath it. The second one underneath that was dedicated to the moon, and it had the same number of steps that the moon would need to go around this planet, or the sun. Can't remember which. It's hot out. My brain's melting. Underneath that was another pyramid, and that one was dedicated to the Earth. Underneath that is the sun. You know what they built it on top of that because they believed that the underworld, the world, and then up above it would be the sky. So they had a pretty good idea of what was going on, logically speaking.
There are 3 pyramids stacked, like a stone wedding cake with a death wish, stairway to heaven, basement to hell.
Right now we're in the inner circle of the city. The only people that were allowed in here were the elite and the political guys. Normal, common people and middle class, they weren't allowed in here.
So basically the Mayan VIP section. No commoners, no influencers.
Of course they probably didn't have to pay for GoPro footage, you know. They also love dancing. There's another dance platform.
Rumor is the Rolling Stones played here. Back then,
they must have had some killer parties. This place is so flat, my sacrifice ran away 3 days ago, and I can still see him running.
And he still owes you 100 pesos.
Yeah, the snake has an underbite. Over here, we got more snakes. This is a little snake, just a little guy. They probably sacrifice people on that one too. Little gods need little sacrifices.
Somewhere, a baby deity is demanding snacks and tributes.
Okay, this is at the back of the ball court. On the other side is where they play ball, kill the winners. And there's a seat there, probably good for sitting or sacrificing. Don't know. Hey, I don't know what went on up there. No idea. Chip, why don't you tell everybody a bit about that room there, that building?
You're looking at the Temple of the Jaguars. VIP box seats for spiritual murder ball.
So, that's the hoop you'd have to get through. the ball wasn't much smaller than the hole, and it was made of hard rubber. So I'm sure there would be a lot of pain involved, but I think that's the name of the game here. Because the people that chose the players of the teams were the politicians, and a lot of time they would use it for political reasons. Choose your competition and make sure they win. You only have to get the ball through once to be the winner, and the winning side is sacrificed. Which is, it seems like that's what they like to do here. No wonder people left. I mean, I think Canada's bad.
At least Canada gives you free healthcare after a slap shot.
Winning players were drugged, had their backs broken over an altar, and beheaded.
Go team.
I did ask. Artists were not sacrificed. It was the warriors and the athletes. So Winnipeg Jets fans, you haven't lost a player yet.
Fact check. No, that's true.
It's pretty cool. The place is huge. That's what she said.
We're ancient and immature.
The acoustics here are crazy. You can clap on one side and hear it way over on the other. Works the same with yelling.
Perfect. So go ahead, yell your ex's name. Everyone will hear it, especially your ex.
This would have been one of the buildings where the head honchos live, the top of the top tier. And I mean, imagine how awesome that would look with those guys up there. You know, especially if you have Mayan view. There we go. See, it's even bigger.
Probably like a Mayan influencer house, but with more feathers and fewer ring lights.
So these bricks would have been all been cut with just basic tools. And like, just look how good of a job they did. I mean, for what they had to work with, they did phenomenal work. And these structures are big, like really giant. This is just part of the wall from the back of the ball game. And I couldn't imagine having to carry this stuff around and build it. Like the thousands of people it would have taken.
Hand-cut limestone, no cranes, no caterpillar machinery. Just pure, sunburnt determination.
Oh, I can tell this camera is already getting really, really hot to touch.
Your camera is halfway to sacrifice at this point.
I got one of those. It doesn't sound that good though. It sounds like it's got like a throat infection.
This one.
It's not cursed, just poorly tuned, or possessed, probably both.
Yeah.
Just for fun, man. Just for fun. Really, here no, if you not buy nothing, no problem. Yeah, if you make the error.
Yeah. Oh.
Special price, amigo.
Yeah, how much is that one?
Just 250 pesos.
250
yes,
pesos.
the normal price for this one is 350.
Yeah.
For my fifth sale for my good man. Just 250. Yes. Yes.
I'll think about it.
If you
I
buy,
like that. It sounds so cool. So this used to be the marketplace where they would trade different goods. Corn, obsidian, jade. And it wasn't until the Spanish arrived that silver and gold became anything they were even interested in. Till then, it was just another material.
All the obsidian, none of the PayPal.
All these columns here would have wood floor on top for the second level. And that's awesome. This is one of the ancient steam baths they used for purification and cleaning. Pretty cool.
Ancient spa day, BYO sage and skeletons.
I don't even know what this stuff is, but it's pretty cool. Tour did not take us down this area.
It's history, Joel. Just nod like you're on a Discovery Channel special.
But if you look here, like the steps look like they're pretty darn accurate. Always lots of cool stuff to buy. Or look at. Or barter with. Not want to buy. Then barter some more. And then you buy it anyway. Well, all in all, I had about 3 hours here. Hour and a half with the guide, an hour and a half just walking around, and it wasn't enough time. I could spend all day here looking around and exploring this place. It's huge. It's so big. I can see why it's a wonder of the world, because while you're here, you just wonder how they built all of this just by hand. And what an incredible place to come and look and have a good time. Definitely get a guide. The guide we had did a fantastic job. He had a book full of pictures and really explained a lot of what was going on. And it's worth your while. If you're going to come here, don't just come to look. Come and learn a little bit, and then spend some time walking around, because it's such a cool place.
And if you're really lucky, maybe the pyramid won't melt your camera or your sanity.
Just make sure when you're here, you don't bring a gimbal, don't bring a tripod, or a selfie stick that has a tripod on it. No guns, no knives, but while you're here, you can buy knives. So
please don't bring sharp objects, but be prepared to leave with more.
So what I learned from today is that the Mayans loved skulls, they loved hearts, they loved sacrificing people, they loved eating them after, and they like snakes. So, I mean, all bad guy vibes right off the bat. But what do I know? I'm just a gringo.
You forgot excellent architecture and a weird obsession with calendars. Classic villain resume.
When you leave the site, you get to go through a modern, shaded marketplace. They are no longer accepting jade or coin. Most places and vendors take credit card with tap.
Now accepting Visa, MasterCard, and 10-minute haggling matches.
Thanks for watching. Drop a comment if you've been there before.
May your next adventure be less sacrificial. Like, subscribe, comment, send it to your mom, and tune in next time, amigos. Look, Joel, a jaguar in a tree.